Hello, everyone. I'm Gary Cruz, and joining me, my color commentator and the creator of the next great combat sport, Xarm. I'm talking about Mr. Art Davie.
Gary, it's great to be here today, and it's great to be working again with you, my friend.
Art, you are the gentleman that started the UFC, the godfather, so to speak. Is this the next giant combat sport?
Gary, I think Xarm is the next great combat sports entertainment. I believe it's going to be the most intense 3 minutes in all of professional sport.
Art, we have 10 amazing athletes that are competing for $10,000 and the heavyweight championship of Xarm. All right, the third member of our broadcast team on the Xarm Championships is our reporter, Jennifer England. Jennifer, I understand you have a little background in the combat sports.
I do. I'm pretty skilled, although I wouldn't want to go against any of these athletes today.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. We will be back with you in a few minutes after the fight. But speaking of the fight, let's meet the fighters, Art.
Absolutely, Gary.
My name is Justin Del Manal, and I'm from Sacramento, California. My fight background basically is Muay Thai. Currently, my MMA record is 3-1, one knockout. First fight, obviously, is Homer Moore.
My name is Homer the Rock Moore. I'm from Maryville, Arizona. I'm a wrestling practitioner, a Hall of Famer, if you will.
The guy talks too much. I'm ready to shut him up.
My record right now as it stands is I'm at 98-9.
You know, I'm just gonna take my time. Like I said, pinpoint my shots.
I think my speed is gonna come into play big time for me.
If you're in the way of me making my money, you're gonna have a big 6'3" problem.
When I'm in a competition, I'm in it to win it, so.
Art, looks like we're ready to go, so without further ado, let's go down to our Xarm announcer, Tyson Johnson.
Our competitor fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall. He weighed in at 245 pounds. He hails from Sacramento, California. Please welcome Justin Del Manal. And his opponent fighting out of the green corner stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He weighed in at 210 pounds. He hails from Phoenix, Arizona. Please welcome Homer Moore.
Art, tell us about Justin Del Manal.
He's physically a monster. He's 245 pounds of muscle and bone. And when we were watching him kick, I have a funny feeling we're going to see some of that today on the table. He's certainly got the potential to knock Homer Moore out.
And speaking of Homer Moore, he is the opponent.
Homer Moore has had over 107 fights in mixed martial arts. He's one of the most experienced MMA journeymen in the business. He's not the biggest guy in the tournament. He only weighed in at 206.
But a unique personality, to say the least. And I think you folks will find that out as this fight progresses.
This guy's a character, Gary. You're dead right about that.
Now there's Cal Worsham, a former UFC standout, and you like to have a tough guy around tough guys.
I got to tell you something. He's an ex-Marine like I am, so I can tell you he's tough from the ground up. And I tell you, there's something else to note, Gary. See the glasses that he's wearing?
Yeah.
Those glasses actually contain a miniature camera. So he's going to be giving the fans who are watching these bouts the opportunity to see what he sees. We affectionately call it Cal Cam.
Well, Cal Cam is just going to, if he's leaning over, you can see him hooking up now, and they're going to get ready to go. This is a unique fighting style. Each gentleman, though, brings a lot to the plate, don't they?
Absolutely, and of course, now hooked up with the D-rings, both men are on equal footing. You can see the size difference, though.
There are the referees and the judges on the side. There they are.
Both those referees, Gary, have whistles on. Those whistles will let the fans, both at home and in the arena, know when a pin has been scored. They'll blow those whistles out loud each time.
Now, what I understand is the elbow doesn't necessarily have to be down for a pin.
That's
you just
right.
have to get the hand down, the back of the hand down, correct?
The back of the hand, the back of the wrist, and then that's a legal arm wrestling pin. The count's got to be 1,001. All three judges are looking, and they're mentally saying 1,001. Now he's got him strapped up, and they're getting ready to go.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is a big one. Justin Del Manal, Homer Rockmore, and now Del Manal comes out with the left hands, and look at Rockmore. He's just whipping right now. Del Manal trying to pull his man towards him to get his shot in. Wait, we got to stop any action. They have come apart now. You cannot fight without your hands being together at all times, and that's the reason why they are bound. So they're going to rebind them, and we'll figure out what happens.
Now, we've got a strap on him, Gary, that's 18 inches in length. That should be enough to hold those two guys together. And it's got Velcro on it, the strongest material on the earth. I got to tell you something. I noticed, though, that in that last exchange, that it looks like Homer has still got a better game plan than Justin. What do you think?
Yeah, defensively he was sound.
Yeah.
He kept his head down. You got to look at his left hand. Here we go. We're going to start it again now. The hands came apart once, but look, Homer trying to get a pin there. And look at that. He's both throwing.
Yep.
Both throwing. A little body shot. Look at them both trying to exchange blows. Homer's takes one of the
They broke apart again.
again.
Unbelievable. Whoa.
All right, we're going to have to come up with some stronger Velcro. I don't know what the answer is to that, but they will. We have a minute round here, and they wasted most of this round coming apart and trying to put this together. If you've got all kinds of momentum, all of a sudden.
That's got to hurt. But I guess when you get a guy who weighs 245 and a guy who weighs 206, that's a lot of beef at the table.
Well, we haven't heard a pin yet, so...
You'll hear them blow the whistle, Gary, when there's a pin.
Okay, the left to the body. Nice. Look at Del Monero. Oh, it comes with the right shin. That's awesome. And Homer comes up high with the left. I think there's a pin right there. You see it held down. Now look at the shots. Both men exchanging. Both with left hands because the right hands are bound. Now watch Monero. Del Monero trying to pull his hand towards him. And great defense. A high round kick, but just glances off the head of Homer Moore. You can hear the whistle with some of these pins. Homer Moore is scoring. I don't know if Del Monero is cognizant of that. And that's the end of the first round. Homer Moore,
wow,
I think with the pins, and
absolutely.
you heard the whistle out there. You heard it several times. I think he may have won that round because
easily
no great effective punches except for I think a right to the body, a shin kick by Del Monero. That was about the best blow for each fighter, but the pins may be the difference.
Absolutely.
All right, we're going to take a look at a couple of significant happenings. First, from Justin Del Monero. Watch what he tries to do. He tries to use kicks.
Right. And it looks like maybe that might have been the most effective thing that he's brought to the bout today.
But it didn't hurt more because look what he does right after that.
Exactly. You'll see him go right here to pins, and he's able to make those pins count by holding it for a beat. And you know, each time that he did that, you can see that he's got a game plan. He's thinking his way through this thing. And I got to tell you something. Look, he's pushing off his trainer. I think his coach is probably telling him, what you need to do is to settle down. You need to close the distance.
Conversely, look at Homer. That young man right there, that is his 16-year-old son. They've been estranged for almost the entire life of that young man. They are back together. I think that's a great story, a father and a son. He's working his corner. Meanwhile, Justin Del Monero.
They look like they're arguing over there.
They do look like they're arguing, but he's got to think about, he's been getting pinned. He's got to figure out a way not to get pinned any longer.
Or do some pins of his own. He was the strongest guy in boot camp, Gary, when it came to arm
That's what you
pins.
said. He pinned more pins than anyone.
Tremendous.
Again, I'm going to tell you, Art, I believe Homer Moore, based on the pins, I think he took round one.
I think you're right, Gary. I think the game plan for him, he can weather the storm. He's pulling back. He's Indian wrestling a bit, and he's scoring arm wrestling pins. And Justin Del Monero isn't.
Look at that. There's duct tape.
There's the low-tech solution.
Duct tape holds buildings together. It holds everything together, and now it's going to hold Del Monero and Homer Moore together. So they're not going anywhere this time. Now here we go. Homer Moore looking, and Del Monero goes for it. He is drawn with the right hand. His knees back up. He's got Homer Moore pulling him. Can't take it much more. Look at his shots to the back. We have stopped this fight. A devastating right hand by Homer the Rock Moore as he goes up to comfort the man that he just beat to submission.
Wow, that punch, he threw that all the way from Scottsdale.
He sure did, and I'll tell you what, and he felt it all the way. That was just a devastating right hand to the eye or to the right side of the face of Justin Del Monero. Monero had no idea what hit him.
Unbelievable.
The fight doctor is out there looking at Justin Del Monero.
I think he's taking a look at the eye, Gary. I think he's looking at that eye.
Oh, without a doubt. They're walking him off, so they will. And there's Homer Moore. Homer Moore has won an amazing fight. Actually, 12 seconds for the knockout. One massive blow, and it was the leverage, everything about that shot was textbook. All right, let's take another look at this punch because it's worth it. Unbelievable. 12 seconds into the second round. What did Homer do? How did he set that up?
I got to tell you, all along he's been pulling back and allowing him to create the space that he needed to slam forward and score. The grappler beats the puncher with a punch.
Cal Worsham did the right thing. He jumped in because certainly Justin Del Monero was defenseless. Let's go to Tyson Johnson.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 seconds into the second round, we have your winner by TKO, Homer Moore.
Homer Moore! Wow. That was, I'm not going to say it was an upset, but based on everything that happened, look at him. He's putting the yarmulke on. Yeah, he does, and he's a very spiritual young man, I'll tell you that right now.
Cal made the right stop on that. He jumped in at the right time. Justin was done.
Art Jennifer England, our Xarm reporter, is standing by with Homer the Rock Moore.
You're used to punching and you're used to kicking, but you also had some pins out there and you looked fantastic. Your son was in your corner. Do you think he had a lot to do with your W today?
Oh yeah, he's the young me, you know. So I think that the things that he said to me inspired me. It was like talking to myself, and it helped me stay strong, you know. So I got to give a big thanks to him for being very supportive today. We just reunited after 16 years, so I feel great that he came out here, and we finally met up and stuff.
Well, that's wonderful. Homer, congratulations on your win. You've definitely made Maryvale, Arizona proud today.
Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem, Team Bang, Arizona, Scottsdale.
All right, Homer just about said it all.
I got to tell you something. He did a great job. He's a man with a plan, and it looks like we're going to see a lot more as he advances in the Xarm heavyweight tournament.